Okay, today we're going to talk about the Mission Gemini 2 Stereo FRFR cab. This cabinet features 220 watts of balls-out power. These cabs are made for modelers. Guys like me, I use a Helix, there's plenty of other modelers out there, and we need a cab to transparently represent the sound that we've worked so hard on building in our modelers, without coloring it so much that it doesn't even sound like what we originally intended it to. Now I'm going to quickly go over some of my favorite features of this product, and there's quite a few. Number one, I love companies that embrace technology, and these guys have done that and then some. They're the only cab on the market that has Bluetooth on it. What that means for you as a user is you can practice the backing tracks without having a separate speaker system or something else in the house or in your practice room where you need to hook up two different things. You can actually play tracks on your phone once it's hooked up to this through Bluetooth and have all the backing tracks that you want, so you can write your solos, you can practice the backing tracks of some of your songs before you go on stage or before you record. It's literally limitless what you can do with it. And what's nice is because this is FRFR, it doesn't sound like music being pumped through a bass cabinet or a guitar cab, which always sounds terrible. This is a full range, flat response speaker cabinet, which means you can play music through it and it sounds exactly how it should. It's not muffled or tinny. It's a very balanced version of your music. And then you can play to all the backing tracks you want. You can tighten up all the parts that you have a hard time with, and you can write guitar solos until the cows come home with this product. So it's absolutely fantastic with the options that it gives you. Another thing I really like about this product is the fact that it's available in both mono and stereo. So if you want that stereo effect, you can spend the extra money and get that. And if you want to save money and get something a little more compact and more direct, you can get the mono version. So they give you the option to step it up or take a step back a little bit if you want and suit your needs accordingly. This is the only cab that you can mic that's made for modelers. All the other ones have the woofer and the tweeter separated, so you can't mic it to get all the frequencies that the cab offers. With this particular cab, you have traditional type speakers where the tweeter can be found directly in the center of the woofer. That allows you to mic it and get a nice sweep across the speaker and get that sweet spot that you want, just like you would with a regular guitar cab. A lot of guys really like that because when you go in the studio or you go on stage, you want that mic'd cab sound. Well, with this particular product, you get that. The other thing that I like is you're not just stuck with one color of your tone. You can actually use different microphones to capture different colors of your tone that you like. So if you really dig all the modern stereo miking capabilities that are available today, such as you see here with the two SM57s, a lot of guys like the modern metal tone, which is a Royer on one side and a 57 on the other. You can utilize that stuff now on this cab, which you cannot do on any other FRFR product on the market today. I'm really glad that they thought of this. Now you can get the best of both worlds. You can have that modeled sound, and you can also have the mic sound. One of the other things I'd really like to point out to you as well is this product has an 87-degree spread of sound. So you don't get that phasing as you walk by when you're playing. It actually sounds very consistent in an 87-degree spread, which is more than I could say for a guitar cab, because guitar cabs have about a 50% spread, and there's a lot of phasing issues that go on while you're walking by them, where this is way more consistent across that bandwidth. If you're a traveling musician and you go all over the world to play your music, you know that some countries are 110 and some are 220. This unit has an intelligent power jack inside of it that knows whether or not you're hooked up to 220 or 110. You just have to plug it in and let it do the thinking for you. Find another FRFR cab that'll do that. Now, with the help of my lovely co-host Carrie, I am going to show you one of my favorite features about this cab. It's called the Empower knob. As you know, as you go to different stages and studios, the rooms will make your sound a little different. And what this cab allows you to do is adjust to the acoustics in each room without monkeying around with your precious settings on your modeler that you spent so much time on. All you have to do is just turn a knob, and you can listen to how it colors your sound differently and tunes it to a different room each time. Alright, let's check out how that works. Okay, so as you can see, it dramatically changed the color of the cabinet depending on which way Carrie was turning the knob. And it was very easy to do, and I didn't have to touch any of my precious settings here that I spent so much time tweaking and making perfect for my audience and for myself. So if you're in a really bright, tinny room, you can actually darken the cabinet up a little bit very easily and very quickly to adjust for that room. If you're in a really dull sounding room, you can brighten the cabinet up a little bit and cut through the mix a lot better. Once again, just by turning a knob. And this is the only product on the market that has that. I really want to thank Mission Engineering for coming up with such a great feature for us and making it so easy for us to tweak something on the fly in the last second before a show starts, or even if we have plenty of time to tweak it. It's still fun and easy to do. And for you guitar cab enthusiasts and purists, don't worry, this isn't made out of plastic. It's made out of Baltic birch, just like the best guitar cabs are on the market today. In fact, this is built to the same specs as a Mesa 2x12. One of the nice things I really like about FRFR cabs, especially ones like the Mission Engineering Gemini 2, is the fact that they actually handle a wider spectrum of frequencies. A lot of people now play in lower tunings, which guitar cabinets weren't really made to handle. With these products here, you can handle a wider spectrum of frequencies, and the speakers won't flub out on you and will support all of those low notes and have the clarity for you that you've been looking for as well. Now I know there's a question on all of your minds. Does it gent? Well, let's find out. If you haven't tried one of these yet, I suggest you get to a store and plug your guitar into one and try it out. I'm sure you'll like it.